Disclaimer for the video you're about to watch. Do I agree with this man on his opinions? Absolutely, I do not. Do I think that he is entitled to his opinions and that we are not allowed to hurt his livelihood for them? Absolutely, yes. Hey you guys, sorry we are back on the bad camera, but I need to be able to use my phone while I do this video. Basically, I woke up in the middle of the night and I went on one of the apps and I saw this, and I'm going to put a picture of what I'm looking at. Basically an article that says, doctors stripped of license during pandemic over sexist and anti-LGBTQ social media posts. And it's on the app, and this guy's asking what people think and do they agree with this, do they not agree with this. And I'm so fearful of the current mood of the LGBT community, and I've told you guys before a lot of times when it comes to. So the vast majority of people right away were like, yes, he should have gotten stripped. He should have gotten stripped of all this of his doctor's license, etc., etc. So I went in, I actually read the article. I'm not going to read all of it to you guys. Actually, I'm probably not going to read most of it, but basically it's all alleged, okay? There's actually no proof that he did in fact put anti-gay sexist remarks. They're saying he is being accused of it. There's nothing in the article that says that he refused service to gay or lesbians, to women, to trans people, nothing whatsoever. And then at the very end of the article, and I'm going to try to find if I can find the link to his YouTube video, the doctor kind of talks about how the process went when all this came about. And he said that the two people who were accusing him of homophobia and sexism and all this kind of stuff were both people who were actually not patients of his, and that he has now for 11 years been working as a general practitioner and has not had a single case brought up against him for malpractice, okay? Which for me is such an important aspect of this whole issue, and I think a huge aspect of how the thinking is working in the gay community, or maybe just with liberals in general. I feel like we have gone from being the oppressed to being the oppressors. Of course, I'll put some screenshots up here, and I'll link the article and all this kind of stuff, and you guys can read through it yourself. But from what I have gained from this video, when I watched the video, he even stated that they were like taking all of his comments out of context, and they were collecting them for 9 months. Nobody went to his actual boss, nobody went to his actual clinic. They went right over his head, went straight to the medical board, and presented this information that they are saying is homophobic or sexist, and right away went to trying to get him terminated. I think this cancel culture, and this idea that we can just obliterate people for having different opinions than ours. I think that this is such a scary and incorrect and wrong way, in my opinion, to go through life. And I don't understand why people find it such an important factor. If I go to this doctor, I'm going to him for medical advice. I don't go to him for dating advice. I don't go to him for lifestyle advice. As long as he cures my illnesses that I come to him for, then his personal beliefs should not be an aspect of whether or not he is a good doctor, and we shouldn't punish people for having different views. I mean, this is to me, this is fascism at its absolute most intense. Um, you know, and I feel like, especially in the gay community and in the left, there's this cancel culture now where we just attack people's livelihood, and you know and really in the public sphere destroy them and shame them for having their personal beliefs. And I think that is not an effective way to get people to be more accepting of who we are. If anything at all we're doing is we're building up more reason to have people dislike us and not agree with us and be bothered by who we are. um I wish I was a little bit better at editing so I could, like, in video show you guys what was going on. But um yeah, the man, he seems perfectly fine. He is a devout Christian, but he's living his life. He's a doctor. If I come to him as a gay person and I'm like, okay, I have cancer, he's going to treat me as the best he can for that. That doesn't mean he has to validate my lifestyle the same way I don't have to validate his. If now I work as a teacher and he sent his student into my class, I would hope, I mean, I don't know, but I would hope that he then also wouldn't get me fired just for the purpose because I am gay. He would kind of be like, being gay is your private life. As long as you teach my child um, the aspects of what is in the curriculum and keep your personal beliefs to yourself or into your private sphere, or whatever, then that should be okay. I'm just really I'm really bothered by the idea that we now think it is okay to shame and to cancel people because they don't have the political views or the social views that we have, regardless of their work ethic, regardless of anything else. You know, I, I just personally don't agree with this at all. I don't think that he is a bad man because he doesn't feel the gay lifestyle is correct. That to me doesn't make somebody a good or a bad person. I mean, if unless he is actually doing what we're doing to him, if he is going around and trying to destroy gay people's livelihood by getting them fired, by getting them canceled, then I would say, yeah, you're a bad man because you have malicious intent. But the only person right now that I can see as being a bad person is the people who got him fired. He did not hurt the gay community. He did not hurt women. I think he, like, put some article on his Facebook saying how women in Oxford get uh, extra time on tests, and somebody was like, "That's a sexist article to put up," or something like that. It's like, that is not that is he's not hurting you. He is just sharing his personal opinions. If he doesn't try to physically attack you, if he doesn't try to get you fired, if he doesn't try to get you beat up, if he doesn't try to land you in prison, if he doesn't try to take your rights away, then the only people in this situation I can see as the bad guys is the people who reported him. It's not okay to this is like everything that the gay community stands for or says that it stands for is what they're not doing here. They say they are non-judgmental. Well, they judge this man just because of his political views. They say that they're anti-bullying, and now they're bullying this man, basically saying you have to agree with gay people and you have to agree with trans people and you have to agree with whatever, or we're going to cancel you. I mean, we have become the oppressors. We go around and we're taking everybody else's liberties of free speech and free thought away just because they don't maybe agree with our lifestyle, and that is such a slippery slope. you know I personally don't like soy products. I don't in any way, shape, or form consume soy products. That doesn't mean that now I shouldn't go around and get people fired because they're like, I love soy and I eat soy products and I eat tofu all the time. It's like, no, that's not my belief and that's not how I want to go through life. So now I'm going to make sure that you get fired or that your boss. No, as long as this man does his job to the best of his ability and he keeps and he then we don't have any right of pushing our opinions on him. I mean, it's literally such an exact flip of how things were historical. Where like if you were a gay doctor and you were outed, then your livelihood was destroyed because society didn't accept homosexuality for a long time, or you know yeah, like it literally we didn't learn anything. I mean, we're supposed to be better than this because we have known what it is like to be oppressed. We have known what it is like to be judged for who we are. Then we should in turn be better and smarter about the way that we handle these kind of situations. Why couldn't the two people who had problems with him, rather than go behind his back and go straight to the medical board and get his license revoked, why couldn't they have approached him and been like, hey, I saw that on your Facebook you posted this thing. Why did you do that? Can you talk to us about it? Like or then they could have been like, we don't share your beliefs. We probably wouldn't feel comfortable having you as our doctor, but you know, we won't, and like use that methodology. I kind of I think back to that one when they had that one issue with that one bakery that wouldn't bake a gay wedding cake because the owners were Christian. And this was again one of the situations where I just completely didn't agree with the way that it was handled. Where it was like they absolutely have to. We're going to shame them. We're gonna cancel them. We're gonna put them. No, if you can go into the bakery, you can be like, hey, would you be? I would like a wedding cake. It's going to be for a gay couple. And if they say, I'm sorry, but my personal beliefs, I don't agree with that, then you say, oh, okay, then I will take my business somewhere else. You can say, like, I will make sure to let other gay people I know this, and then the wallet will speak for itself. And then maybe then the baker and stuff, they will come around and be like, oh, we've noticed that we've had a huge drop because uh, less people are coming to us because maybe they're going to a baker that is more willing to do all kinds of stuff that we're not willing to do, or maybe they'll end up being happy and being like, good, we're only getting Christian clients or whatever. But to just go out and just shame these people and cancel them and make them actually like a target, that's just not that is not that is not understanding. That is not open-mindedness. That is none of the things that we supposedly as gay people say we are. That is oppression. That is judgmental. That is bullying. That is wrong. Basically, I mean, I would not want the same way. I mean, like if you guys watch Will and Grace, the same way if you were a gay baker couple and you wouldn't want somebody to come in and be like, you have to bake a hat that says Donald Trump is the best person ever and Donald Trump for king or something, uh, then then that should also be okay. Then you should, as a baker, be allowed to say like, I'm sorry, but we don't feel comfortable with this with our morale. And then the MAGA people, then would have to say, okay, then we're going to go to a different bakery. I mean, like that's kind of the beauty of um, having options and going around like I don't know. I find this article and especially the responses to it so disturbing, where literally it's kind of like, oh, I heard so and so doesn't like gay people, oh, cancel him. We didn't like, there's no, okay, was what the person wrote nuanced? Was there a certain situation, which is very important, especially in this day and age where things are so easily taken out of context? I mean, like people crop and cut articles and put them the way they want them, and you know, and everything is completely changed from the actual meaning. And I just, it's, I don't know. But yeah, I'll put like up a couple of the screenshots that I took, and I'll link the article and the video. Please also watch his interview, because I feel like, people deserve due course. You can't just kind of go like, oh, some some random LGBT article said that he's a bigot and that he's a homophobe, so that must be true. It's kind of like, no, he has, like, take listen to his side too. I found him to be very articulate, very calm, very rational in the way his explanation was. And I'm more leaning to him. I mean, like, I personally also probably would say I'm not going to go to him. If I can go to a doctor that I know doesn't have these views, but I also can't just top down be like, he's an evil man. It's like, no, I mean, he has the right to his views. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, look at everything, listen to everything, and then let me know what you guys think. All right, bye.